later on. Just making pizza dough. I don't know. People who know me, they do it. No, I don't know. Let's get this so you can see what's going on, shall we? Probably not me. Terrible. Anyway, no one knows me. Knows I do a pizza on a Thursday night. Pretty much every Thursday night. I do skip some time for jambalets every Thursday night. So if you're in the area, come and join in. Anyway, I've got a microphone on, so just go on that. So, okay. Basically, if you have live yeast, you use 1 gram of live yeast for 500 grams of flour, or something like that. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But I've got this like active yeast, I think it's called. But you're limited what you get from which shops. Anyway, so I bought this packet of yeast, and it's going to last me ages because it's a big packet. But you use about a tablespoon of that for one of these bags of flour. And so basically, it's really simple doing dough. But people get confused with doughs between dough and pancakes, and they think that's to add eggs and stuff. You don't. So I've got some water, which is like room temperature, some flour, which, I'm going to put most of this in. I mean, I don't need to put it all in. What I do is I keep that, see that? Keep about that much. Nothing, hardly anything, just enough to dust the table later when I'm actually going to roll the dough out and roll it out. And then you stretch it out and stuff. I should do that later. So I do the same as everyone does. Nice clean hands, nice clean bowl. Make it well in the middle so the water gets into the bottom. Chuck most of this in, not all of it, because nothing's a precise measurement of anything. I mean, I'm sure there's loads of Italians that hate me for not doing precise measurements, but in English. Now I use one hand, and the other hand I turn the bowl. So I only get a sticky one hand, because you're going to get a sticky hand. And normally I don't put all the water in so quickly, actually, to be fair. I normally take the time, but just sort of speed up the video a little bit. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to scrape the size of the bowl, the flour for the size of the bowl, to make sure it mixes with all the water, and make a dough, a sticky dough. I'm going to stick in the oven in a warm place, hidden away. The oven that's switched off is where I stick mine. Cupboard's fine, wherever you want. I just put it in the oven, start the way, and no one seems to use the oven except for me. What happened? Anyway, that's it. What's happening in the world? Who knows? You know what? I don't think anyone's actually voted for. Oh yeah, one time. I mean, last time in England, I'm going to talk about because I'm English. I'm going to talk about this stupid crap that's going on where they replace one idiot for another idiot. Another millionaire has no concept of what it's like to live in a real world. Is going to be replaced with an idiot that's a millionaire and has no concept of what it's like to live in a real world. My housemate's just come home, so we're going to say what fucking good, which is all good. So I'm just making dough. And this is it, standard dough maker. Mix up the water into the flour, and I'll scrape the edge of the bowl. It sticks to the edge of the bowl. That's done. Pretty much. Add some more water now. And it'll be sticky dough. You want it to be sticky, by the way. You can stick it in the oven in a dark place to rise, and it will rise slowly. And then that's it. So anyway, anyone got any comments on that, by the way? I bet my mate Steve's got a comment to it. He'll probably come on later, put some comments on, as always. But yeah, millionaires should be in charge of the country. They've got no idea what it's like to live as a normal person in the country. I saw a really funny thing actually, because the one of the candidates that's popular that's going to possibly win is Indian. So I saw on the Indian news channel, I believe his origins are not him personally. I think he was born in England and raised in England, educated in England, and has no concept of what he's been to India. I have no idea about his lifestyle. Just I do know he's multi millionaire. Um, um, anyway, so yeah, it's nearly there. Nearly there. Needs a little bit more water, I believe. It's a little bit dry. A little bit dry. Just a bit. A little bit dry. Yeah. So anyway, on their channel, they were talking about that, about Indians going to rule England and stuff like that. I thought, oh, what the crap? The guy's not even. Anyway, get it all gunk off my hands. Add it into the dough. A tiny bit more water. Not too much. It's live, by the way. So say hello to my viewers if you wish, mate. There's no one viewing right now. They think, oh, maybe. Yeah, there is.
Hi.
Making dough for what night is it, mate?
Pizza night.
Pizza night! Every Thursday, without fail. Okay. So you see how much little water I put in there when it's all sticky and drying up. It's a bit of water and it's quite sticky now. And now this is the bit where you have to have a little bit of flour. See, it's so precise. I mean, this is why the Italians measure it all out, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knead this in the bowl. Yeah, Italians measure it out like good engineers for food. They're food engineers, also Italians are food engineers. Whereas I think in England we just think wherever goes, goes. Yeah, I know it's coated in flour and it's not mixing in, and that's okay. It will do eventually. It's a bit sticky. Sticky is good, by the way. But too sticky is not good. You don't want to stick to the bowl completely. Now, there's actually a really good English cook who shows you how to make dough for. Dropped a bit before. Sweet. Anyway, I haven't done that yet. And he makes a point about the bowl should be. Italian guy taught me how to make this, by the way. Not him personally, but not that because it's an English guy. But anyway, he talks about the bowl should be perfectly clean. Perfectly clean. When you're finished. And that's true, really. But I'm not bothered. Alright, so now all the Italians are going, you're playing with your dough too much. Stop it. I know they are. I know, that's what I'm told as well. Just like it. It's good. Play-Doh. Had some food colour and you got Play-Doh, right? Remember that? It's the same thing. Right. Okay, so this has got a good consistency. This is perfect. It's a little bit sticky. And I don't want to overwork it because I'll pull the energy out of it now. I don't want to do that because I'm not used to it. It's going to rise. This will fill the whole bowl. This will 100% fill the whole bowl when it will come up to like this sort of edge here. Right. I'm just going to do so. One thing that I always do, I line the bowl with olive oil. Now that stops it from sticking full stop, and it's easier later on when I want to knead it. And I've still got one clean hand. So about a handful of olive oil, pick the dough out, bottom, and the edge. It's just going to come all the way up to here anyway. Everyone's like, oh, you could use 2 bowls, or you could just do it on the side, or whatever. Yeah, whatever. And I'll coat this whole thing in olive oil, because it's like an olive oil dough then. Happy days. Just dough. Go. Stick all my ingredients back. Free hand. Give it the excess bit of yeast. I'll shut that properly in a second. No big deal. I'll clean this towel. I'm just using it was clean. Just dry my hands. And then cover. Let's see this will go on it. Cover my dough. Shall I check it out? Do you want to check it out? Yeah, have a look at this. Dough. Anyway. And then I'm just going to whack it in the oven. Done. Leave it. And then later on tonight, if you come in, you come in. If you're invited, you're invited. Pretty much everyone's invited. Sometimes it's not the case. Not everyone makes it either. But yeah. I'm going to wash my hands properly in a second. So you dough. Yeah. So 8 o'clock. See you later. Have fun. Enjoy your lives. Be good to one another.